Okay, so say it again now.
So the path is the only thing that the ball knows as far as path and swing direction. Like you said, you're correct that swing direction is measured from knee high to knee high, but path is measured at impact. So if you have a zero path and a zero face on a center struck shot, the ball is going to go dead straight.
Right.
If you have a zero swing direction and a zero face, and you're hitting down on the golf ball, so like an iron off the ground, the ball's going to draw. So that's why you always, if you're looking at why the ball did what it did, club path is more important. Swing direction's mostly just going to tell you if somebody's, I mean, we're getting into some more technical teacher stuff here, but if the person's swinging high to low kind of thing. Path is just what's actually happening during impact. So that's why I think it's a more important number.
Well, Lance was maybe explaining something a bit different then. So let's talk. So swing direction, and then I want to talk about how attack angles in here as well. So
okay.
If I'm trying to get this player to be a slight draw.
Okay.
Okay. His tendency with his swing is to get the club stuck behind him and be too much inside, all that kind of stuff that you see a lot with good players.
Yeah.
So, and we're trying to get to the point where we know what driver numbers should look like for him to practice this correctly.
Okay.
So for a slight draw, I mean, what should I be looking at in terms of swing direction and path?
Well, is he somebody that hits up on a driver, or
yep.
does he hit down?
Yeah, he's slightly ascending. He'll be 1 or 2 degrees up.
Okay, so you're not going to really make much of a difference there. So you're looking at maybe like a positive 1 face and maybe a positive 2 club path. Swing direction
positive 1 face. Okay.
Positive 2. That's going to be a very, very small draw.
A 1 face and a 2 swing path
will be a very small draw.
Okay.
Now you can increase those the same amount. So if you increase it to a 2 face, it needs to be increased to a 4 path. It needs to be done incrementally. So, for instance, a 4 right face will need an 8 right path to draw back to the center.
Hang on a second. So a 4 right face will need an 8 path. Means it's 4 degrees closed?
It's 4 degrees closed to the target, yeah.
Right.
Or to the path, yeah.
Yeah.
So it would...
The path's 8 degrees out and the face is 4 degrees, so it's 4 degrees close to the path.
Exactly.
All right, I got that.
And then it would be 3, 6, 2, 4. You know, it's incrementally. So
yeah.
That's a pretty sweeping draw.
Right.
That's actually a really big draw.
Right.
A one face and a 2 path is going to be a tight draw that you see.
Yeah.
80% of the guys on tour are hitting. Yeah.
4 and 2 would still be okay, wouldn't it?
Yeah. I mean, that's usually where I see like the guys on tour that I would say that draw the ball a lot, or right at that 2-4 range. Not a lot. I mean, you've seen enough guys that are PGA Tour players hitting golf balls.
Right.
The guys that you see, oh man, this guy hits a huge draw. You go out there and watch him. It doesn't draw that much. So yeah, that 4-2. There's tons of guys out there that play with that kind of path and face.
2-1 would be better. I get that part. Now, where does swing direction? Where would you look at swing direction in that equation?
So if you're hitting 1 to 2, swing direction is really, it's going to be
swing direction is a left and right number, isn't it?
Well, it's going to be a positive negative, but yeah, it's going to be the same as club path number wise. So
a positive swing direction means it's going from inside going out.
Correct.
Okay.
So that's the overall length of it. From like you said, from knee high to knee high. Path would be what's happened instantaneously at impact, but you'll always see the swing direction as being half of with a driver. It's usually half. So say you've got a 2 right path, your swing direction is going to be 1 right. Pretty close, within 0.3 or 4.
Say it again.
So with your swing direction, if you're hitting up 1 to 2 degrees, you're only gonna see a little difference between swing path and swing direction.
Swing direction, is that measuring left and right or ascending, descending?
That's left to right.
Okay, all right. So I want swing direction to be. So if the player,
Your path is directly tied to your swing direction. So if you move the path to the right, the swing direction will move to the right. They're tied together.
Okay.
No, angle of attack is the only way that we measure, like you say, up or down. We also have low point, but that's just in inches. It tells you how far when the club bottomed out.
Yeah.
So that's an inch measurement, not a degree measurement.
Right. All right. So let's go back to this. So path and swing direction are tied together.
Correct.
So for my player that wants to hit this, let's say 4 and 2.
Yeah.
Then what should his swing direction be?
His swing direction is probably going to be 2.5, something like that. Positive. It's going to be pretty close. It'll be pretty close to the path. Yeah.
Be pretty close to the path.
Yeah. The only time you're going to see a huge difference between swing direction and club path is when people start hitting really high up on it or really hard down on it.
Okay.
Because that's just what happens. That's what happens in three-dimensional.
Okay.
Impact.
So if he gets 2 up on it, and his attack angle turns into 3 or something, 4.
Mm-hmm.
What's that going to do to the numbers in?
It's swing direction, right? If he gets too high up on it, he's gonna have to have a swing direction that's more inside the out to create a path that's the same. It's really easy if I could. It's really hard to communicate this over the phone. I'm doing the best I can.
Yeah.
So if he's hitting up, say he's at, we'll use high end of the spectrum
Well, let me ask
to help you
something.
understand.
Is there anything online that would explain some of this? Would have more visual stuff
Yeah.
to it?
Yeah. So there's I don't know if you're familiar with a guy named James White.
James White?
Leitz.
Oh, James Lights. Yeah.
If you look up James Light's B-plane
Yeah.
on YouTube, he's got a great video, and that explains the difference between swing direction and club path. I can see. I'll send you the link. Is this your cell phone?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let me go ahead and text you the link to that.
Okay.
He does a very good job. You know, he's a TrackMan master. He's actually the guy that I learned all the TrackMan stuff from before I started working with TrackMan. But I'll get that to you right now.
Okay.
And,
I'll look at that and I'll study it and I'll listen to this stuff we've talked about. And then
it's not, like I said, it's only an 8 or 9 minute video. He articulates a lot better than I do. So
okay.
And then I can always, like I said, I can always answer any questions that you have.
Okay. All right. Very good.
And Iris Ball, and I'll give you a call next time I'm in the Oklahoma City area, and we can sit down and answer any other questions that you have. All right, buddy.
Thanks.
All right.
Bye.